For News OK, I'm Dave Morris, and I'm excited to have Joe Jacobi, who's the CEO of USA Canoe Kayak, with us today. Joe, thanks for coming in, much appreciated.
It's great to be here.
And congratulations.
Well, thank you. We're here in Oklahoma City now. We announced our relocation of the national governing body headquarters to Oklahoma City yesterday. You know, it's been a process in the making, but what I love about the relocation and the way it happened, Dave, is that we really took our time to build the relationships in the right way. We have so much trust, we have so much belief in when I say we, the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation and USA Canoe Kayak, we have so much faith in each other and in the direction that we're pushing the sport of canoe kayak right now.
Isn't that one of the reasons that you relocated, I believe, from North Carolina?
Yes, sir.
To Oklahoma City was the fact that there's some synergies, the fact you guys can work together and build even more, and that's kind of the underlying theme about everything going on at the Boathouse Foundation, the Oklahoma River, is the future.
At the end of the day, USA Canoe Kayak is the national governing body for competitive canoeing, and we sanction 10 different kinds of competitive canoeing, 7 of which take place on calm water, 3 which take place on whitewater. So we have a responsibility to help support our athletes that have a chance to win medals and represent the United States and obtain high performances at the biggest international races, and to grow and promote the sport. So now look at what's happening on the Oklahoma River. From my window every day at 4 o'clock in the Chesapeake Finish Line Tower,
it's a pretty nice office.
Is the best office in Oklahoma City. I watch these athletes go out onto the water on cold, wintry days with the belief they are going to win medals at the Olympic Games in London. I'm also watching the Chickasaw Nation Youth Paddling Program, you know, on the shore during the winter, doing a lot of land-based training and running and calisthenics and stretching, and it is so neat to see such a holistic environment of canoe kayak happening in one place. Whether it's kids, teens, collegiate, corporate, elite, masters, Olympic level, recreation, or competitive, there is truly something for everyone there. It's completely accessible to everyone. That is the model that's going to allow us to help grow the sport, not just here in Oklahoma City, but sharing that blueprint with other communities.
You're exactly right, and that is the word. Because of its location, it is integrated in the community, so you see a lot of people biking, running, or getting involved in the other events that they have.
And you know, we were talking a few minutes ago even about how you know, people do have events there that have nothing to do with canoe kayak or rowing, such as weddings or business functions or meetings, and it's yet those are tangible parts that bring more people to the water. And I remember when I first took this job, I came here in October of 2009, a few weeks before the MAPS 3 vote. And we were working very closely with the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation on the yes vote. And we would go into the community. We would talk about not so much the whitewater course or these, you know, great things that were going to happen at the river, but why water is important to a community. If you look at the history of the United States, you look at the way cities are founded, think about the important relationships you've had, you know, conversations you've had with your friends and family. We gravitate towards water. We like to be there for simplicity, you know, to kind of dream a better future. Water is very important, you know, to our lifestyles. And Oklahoma City has put that river in the middle of everything good that's happening in this community.
For a guy like me, born and raised in Oklahoma City, it's amazing to see the changes of that river. What it used to be, which, you know, it's just, hey, there's a little water down there, to now a thriving situation. So let's talk timeline. What is next? Yeah,
well, actually, just before we announced yesterday, the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation actually announced that coming in 2012 will be a youth pavilion, a sky trail system, and a zip line across the river.
How fun is that going to be?
Well, so now we are beginning to see the development of that adventure attraction coming. Well, first of all, that youth pavilion is such a good fit, you know, with this community, and it's actually going to have a large footprint, very similar to the Devon Boathouse and High Performance Center, with a classroom in the middle. And then that sky trail system is so cool. It's like you clip in one time, and you can climb and rappel and swing, and then at the top you can zip across the river and back, and it's like all of a sudden we are beginning to develop that sense of adventure sport that fits in so well and is going to bring more people to the river and expose more people to rowing and canoe kayak. And then that's really kind of the appetizer then for that whitewater course that's coming right now. I think it's slated for 2015 with some of the other MAPS 3 projects at the river.
The Rapids thing is a little bit down the road, but what are you envisioning? What are you hearing that looks like? What's involved there?
Well, the way I like to talk about these artificial whitewater channels is that if you could imagine building a 2-lane road in a 6-foot ditch that is about 400 meters long, goes in sort of a circular fashion, so that and it's running downhill. It'll have, say 15 or 20 feet of drop. And then you concrete that in. That's sort of the basis of the channel. You have a lake at the top, a lake at the bottom. You pump the water back up, and you've got whitewater where a river didn't previously exist. What I love about those facilities and the different kinds of usage is that, yes, they connect very well with our Olympic whitewater slalom discipline. But that rafting piece, I just think in the middle of the country, where you haven't had canoe kayaks and rowing shells in the peripheral vision of this community, people are just, a lot of people from outside of this community are going to say, let's go to Oklahoma City, let's go rafting in Oklahoma City. That's a real game changer for this part of the country. Then you begin to think about other usages, whether it's the fire department doing swiftwater rescue. With these kind of channels, you can turn the water off, you could put an old junked up school bus in, fill the channel up with water to kind of simulate a bus accident where a bus went into a creek on a spring runoff rainy day. And that's a very controlled environment where firefighters can practice swiftwater rescue, which is a very important part of of safety in a community like this, or in the state of Oklahoma.
Well, it's amazing the creativity and the smart people that are putting an existing landscape into all sorts of development. It's exciting to see what's going on down there.
It is. The innovation just never stops. I sort of say that the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation is the new definition of making great ideas happen. And to be able to work so closely with people like Mike Knopp, the visionary behind the river, you look at the support and you look at kind of the spirit of an Aubrey McClendon, the CEO and chairman of Chesapeake Energy, and then look at these amazing, the design of these buildings that Rand Elliott created. When people think about, hey, I would like for my kids to try canoeing and kayaking, they're normally not thinking that they're going to get to go to a facility like the Devon Boathouse. And Rand really changed that look for us.
It's cool.
It's like the Jetsons go kayaking.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a game changer for our sport. So very exciting time for us.
Well, Joe Jacobi, I appreciate your time. Congratulations, and you're a busy man. I'll let you get back to it. Best of luck.
We are thrilled to be here. Thank you.